It was a cold October evening when Emma, a freelance photographer with a passion for the paranormal, received an intriguing assignment. The email came from an anonymous client who claimed to have access to a long-abandoned asylum rumored to be haunted. The client wanted Emma to document the asylum's interior and capture any paranormal phenomena she encountered. Excited by the prospect of such a unique opportunity, Emma packed her camera gear and set off on a journey to the outskirts of a small town where the asylum stood in eerie silence, surrounded by overgrown vegetation and a sense of foreboding. As Emma approached the asylum, she was struck by its imposing presence. The once grand building now stood in decay, its windows shattered and its walls covered in graffiti. The front gate hung off its hinges, inviting her in like a mouth of darkness. Emma hesitated for a moment, feeling a chill run down her spine. She shook off the feeling, reminding herself of the paycheck awaiting her upon completion of the assignment. With a deep breath, she pushed open the gate and stepped into the asylum's overgrown courtyard. The air inside was heavy with the scent of mold and decay. Emma could hear the distant sounds of creaking doors and dripping water. She tightened her grip on her camera and began to explore the asylum's interior, her footsteps echoing through the empty halls. As Emma ventured deeper into the asylum, she started to feel a sense of unease creeping over her. Shadows seemed to dance at the edges of her vision, and strange whispers echoed in the empty corridors. Her first encounter with the paranormal came in the form of a cold breeze that seemed to come from nowhere. She captured it on camera, a swirl of misty air that twisted and turned like a ghostly apparition. Undeterred, Emma pressed on, determined to document more of the asylum's secrets. She set up her camera in one of the abandoned patient rooms, hoping to catch a glimpse of something supernatural. As Emma reviewed the photos she had taken, she noticed something chilling. In one of the images, a faint outline of a figure could be seen standing in the corner of the room. It was transparent, with a ghostly glow surrounding it. Excited by this discovery, Emma decided to focus her efforts on capturing more evidence of the paranormal. She set up cameras in various locations throughout the asylum, hoping to catch something truly extraordinary. That night, as Emma reviewed the footage from her cameras, she was shocked by what she saw. Doors slammed shut on their own. Objects moved as if by unseen hands, and strange lights flickered in the darkness. As days passed, Emma's fascination with the asylum turned into an obsession. She couldn't shake the feeling that there was something malevolent lurking within its walls, something that wanted to be noticed. One night, while reviewing footage in the asylum's main hall, Emma felt a sudden chill wash over her. She looked up from her camera screen and saw a figure standing at the far end of the hall. It was tall and dark, with glowing eyes that seemed to pierce through her soul. Emma's heart raced as she raised her camera to capture the figure, but as she did, it vanished into thin air. She checked the footage, but there was nothing there, just an empty hallway bathed in darkness. Determined to uncover the truth, Emma delved deeper into the asylum's history. She discovered that it had been a place of unspeakable cruelty, where patients were subjected to inhumane treatments and left to suffer in isolation. One night, as Emma wandered the asylum's halls, she heard a voice calling out to her. It was faint at first, but it grew louder and more insistent with each step she took. "Leave this place," the voice whispered, sending shivers down Emma's spine. Ignoring the warning, Emma pressed on, determined to confront whatever dark force resided within the asylum. She reached the abandoned morgue, a place rumored to be the epicenter of the paranormal activity. As she entered the morgue, Emma felt a wave of oppressive energy wash over her. The air grew thick with the stench of death, and she could hear whispers echoing off the walls. In the center of the room, a figure materialized before her eyes. It was a woman dressed in tattered asylum garb, her eyes hollow and filled with sorrow. "Leave this place," the ghostly woman moaned, her voice echoing with pain and longing. But Emma stood her ground, her camera at the ready. She knew that whatever was haunting the asylum needed to be exposed. As Emma took photos of the ghostly figure, she noticed something strange. The woman's face flickered and changed, morphing into different expressions of anguish and despair. Emma continued to snap photos, each one capturing a different aspect of the ghostly woman's torment. She could feel the energy in the room growing more intense with each click of her camera.